Not much, but a little glimmer of sunshine earlier this morning. Kenneth Johnston captured that shot as the clouds were increasing and working in from earlier this morning from Afton. Here's our view currently as we look off to the southwest and see from Scott Stadium. Yes, we've got some light rain out there. We've got overcast conditions and certainly some cool numbers, even though it's humid. Right now, most of us are in the lower 70s with few exceptions. Only made it up to a high of 76 earlier today. Now, this band of rain, as you look at it on the Doppler radar, it looks pretty impressive, but it's fairly light rain that is falling, for some just a few sprinkles, and it's still having a hard time pushing farther north and west. So we'll see some pockets of rain, some light drizzle here tonight, and that'll take us into at least tomorrow morning. We're on the northern edge of some moisture that's overrunning a stalled front that's along the coast, and that moisture is the source of Tropical Storm Imelda, which is pulling that moisture a little farther northbound. The good news is we've got a system that is about basically 200 miles off the Florida coast that will be moving away from the U.S. mainland with time. I'll have more on that in a moment. But general rainfall amounts are going to be pretty light, anywhere from a few hundredths to maybe a tenth or two. I think most of us see well under a quarter of an inch. Temperatures here for tonight, we hold on to the clouds. We'll hold on to some light showers or drizzle, low and mid 60s. Temperatures for Tuesday will basically top out in the low and mid 70s. Again, the best chance of any rains in the morning, but we'll hold on to a lot of clouds similar to today. And then a front coming through tomorrow night into Wednesday will start to clear things out and drop the temperatures, so it'll be more fall-like as we head into the mid and late week. Of course, kicking off the month of October there on Wednesday. So here we are in the morning, low and mid 60s. There'll be, again, some showers around, and then most of the day is just fairly cloudy, humid, temperatures in the low and mid 70s. Then we get those brighter skies returning for your Wednesday. We'll start in the 50s in the morning, afternoon highs Wednesday afternoon, low and mid 70s, could be a bit breezy. And now we talk about the tropics. We don't see this very often at all. The close proximity of Imelda, a tropical storm. We have Hurricane Humberto. They're not quite at the same latitude, but they're moving away. They're going to stay out in the Atlantic. They're not going to make a landfall. And basically, the circulation around Humberto will help pull Imelda away from the coast, along with high pressure building down from the north. But Humberto became a Cat 5 over the weekend, still a formidable Category 4 hurricane, which does threaten Bermuda. And again, it will weaken with time as it moves farther away. And then Imelda will become the next hurricane as early as tomorrow morning. A hurricane watch is now in effect for the island of Bermuda. Its winds at 65 miles an hour, and basically the circulation of Humberto will help pull Imelda away from the coast as we go through the rest of this week, as sort of what's called a Fujiwara effect, and high pressure building in from the north, keeping that system off the U.S. eastern seaboard. And of course, the Atlantic Ocean will remain a washing machine this week with the rip currents and the big swells. Temperatures tonight, low and mid 60s, patches of light rain and drizzle. There's a look at the extended forecast. Again, after some cloudiness and showers tomorrow, brighter skies return as we kick off the month of October, and a little cooler numbers here for the late week, those overnight lows in the 40s. We really don't want a bad landfalling tropical system, which we're not going to see this go around, but we could certainly use the rain. There's the drawback, or the catch-22.
All right, Eric, thank you.